Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We have the press conference of some of the drivers. Let's listen to them and watch together the video.
Welcome back, everybody. Part two of our drivers' press conference here at Monza. We're joined this time by closest to me, Charles Leclerc, then Lewis Hamilton and Nico Hülkenberg. Welcome all three. Charles, why don't I start with you? Everything okay? Yep. So, two podiums in a row for you. Things seem to be going well. Just how much confidence do you have coming into the team's home race?
I don't let the last two races change our expectations. We are in a difficult moment for the team. We are struggling a little bit with pace at the moment. I think we understood quite a few things since Zandvoort, especially on what happened on Saturday, where our performance was quite far from ideal. But on the Sunday, it was a good race. In Spa, it was good as well. Here, it should be a bit more in the direction of Spa. So hopefully, we'll be a bit more in the fight for the podium. However, for the win, I don't think we quite have that yet.
Well, you have some upgrades here, and as you say, the car was good at Spa, so are you hopeful about it in low downforce trim?
I think we are in a better position than on a higher downforce track, so it should be, it should be a bit better. How much better, it's still to be seen. We'll also have some upgrades on the car, which should go in the right direction. So hopefully when we put everything together, we are closer than where we were in the last few races.
Okay, I know everybody will hate me about stopping the video here, but even if you don't want to listen my opinion, you can just skip. But I have to do this. It's the regularity of YouTube, and that's why I need to give some honest opinion about what Leclerc said until now. So he has high hopes, but at the same time he doesn't have high hopes because of the car that they have at the moment and the condition of the car that they are running. He just said that, yeah, we can fight for podium, but for the win, we are not there yet. But they'll never know because they're bringing new updates for Monza, and then it's going to be a Ferrari specialty, something like that, something like Monaco. What happened that wasn't expected, and then Leclerc just won his home race, let's say like that. And yeah, we will have to see what's happening in Monza because Ferrari has a lot of surprises and magic under their sleeves, let's say like that. Let's move on.
Charles, that's the key, isn't it? Putting everything together. I mean, from these upgrades, is there one thing that you need? Is it just better consistency?
Let's say that there were very specific characteristics of the car that we had to improve. I'm not going to go too much into details, and those upgrades should help us. Then we'll see, because I don't think Monza is the best track to judge those upgrades. Probably Baku or Singapore will be a more of a test for us, but it should go in the right direction anyway. But by how much, I don't know yet.
All right, Charles, final one from me. We're at Monza, Ferrari's home race. You're sat next to Lewis Hamilton, your teammate in 2025. So I think this might be the perfect opportunity for you to just give him some advice about what it's like being a Ferrari driver. What can he expect?
I don't think Lewis needs any kind of advice, but it's definitely very, very special to be driving for Ferrari in Monza and in Italy. There's something that is iconic, and yeah, it's such a special feeling. The amount of support we have. We obviously have it everywhere in the world, but whenever we are in Italy, it's extra special. It's difficult to get in and out of the hotel every morning and every evening, but it's a very special feeling, and we have so much support. So it's motivating us at the maximum. But Lewis will be experiencing that next year, and we'll experience that together. And I'm sure it will be a special year. But until then, we've got to maximize and hopefully put the car a bit higher up in the standing.
And I think you could see with these cars today, particularly with our car, but I think many teams experience it. It's kind of on a knife edge, and can easily go one way or the other. In hindsight, we look back on some things and we would have done things slightly differently. Actual pace-wise, I would think I was the third fastest through average through the race. So our race pace wasn't terrible, and it didn't really show the results didn't show the true performance in the race, but qualifying needed to be a bit better.
All right, I'm just gonna say 2 words. One, Charles just welcomed Lewis in some kind of way to Ferrari and telling him blah 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 how is Monza special, and yeah, every driver's dream is to ride a Ferrari. Like to drive a Ferrari, everyone's dream. Every driver, even if they're not fan, they dream about it. Second, Charles Leclerc just said, we are preparing to build a car high up on the stands when Lewis will come. So in 2025 we will have a lot of surprises from Ferrari. That's how I understand it. If I'm wrong, comment down below.
Given your pace at Spa, which you won, and of course the pace of the car in Montreal, are you a little bit more hopeful this weekend in low downforce trim?
I mean, as I said, we've learned quite a lot from last weekend, so I'm definitely more hopeful coming into this weekend that the car will be nicer to drive again. But you've got others that are bringing upgrades this weekend, so you have to expect Ferrari going to be quick with their upgrade. You have to expect that McLaren, with the advantage in the last lap that he was able to pull out in the last race, they're going to be rapid this weekend. So I'm just hopeful that we're there or thereabouts.
Look, final one from me about Kimi Antonelli, who's doing FP1 for the team on Friday. He's only just turned 18. Just what kind of a talent is he?
Well, I mean, I said a long time ago that I think that's who the team should choose moving forwards, and time will tell what they didn't end up deciding to do. But I think no, he's one of those young, super talented kids that's come through. I mean, he's a young adult now, but yeah, he's only 18. So I think it'd be good for people just to remember he is just turning 18 and he's got a bright future ahead of him. And I'm really excited to see and watch his progress. I saw a picture earlier on of us back in, I think, 2018, and he was one of the grid kids. And I'm like shaking his hand at the front of the grid. So it's obviously reminds you how old you are when you have those experiences. But looking forward to seeing his growth and his journey through into Formula 1.
Lewis, thank you for that. Nico, thank you for waiting. Look, after the highs of Austria and Silverstone, the last few races have been a bit harder, a bit more challenging for the team. Are you confident that the layout of Monza will play more to the strengths of the car?
Frankly, not super confident. Last year was a struggle here. This year, I mean, the car's been much better on a whole on all type of circuits. But yeah, like you say, the last 3 races have been challenging. I think we didn't quite maximize our weekends. On top of that, in Spa, in particular, we weren't competitive enough here. So it's difficult to judge. I'd rather do some laps tomorrow and see how the package feels here.
Well, what about the new asphalt, the new curbs? Does that make it more of an opportunity for someone?
Yeah, it's all real. It happens. There is new asphalt. There's new curbs. So we go out there and learn about them tomorrow. See, how the tires cope with it, how that might change, some little details. Overall, obviously, the layout is the same, but yeah, all these other, he'll start working.
And one of the few seats that's still up for grabs for next year is the second Sauber. Would you like youth or experience alongside you?
To be honest, open subject. It's a subject, and a thing that's not in my power. I have no say, nothing to do with it. To be honest, I'm open. I'd like the best and strongest teammate possible, because I think you need 2 strong drivers. It's incredibly competitive in Formula 1, so it's important.
An opportunity for him to grow. He's going to get to work. He would get to work with the best in class. Learn from people that I've worked with for so many years. So, but it is a lot of weight on someone's shoulders. But as I said, it's a great environment that I think they will just be able to nurture him and carry him through it. But but there are other really good options. So You'd have to ask Toto which
Feeling is that we must do better. However, there's definitely a huge motivation because it's not only a normal weekend that starts from the Thursday to the Sunday, but it starts already from Monday in Maranello, where we have so many tifosi, and that obviously motivates everybody. It seems and it looks like we've had a pretty strong car with a very low downforce package, even in the last few years where performance was not as good. So that's positive because it's our home race, and as much as it's giving exactly the same amount of points as other races, emotionally speaking, and for the whole team, it's definitely a special one. So it's really important for everybody to do well. However, we are not doing anything different to perform better at this track. It just happened that our low downforce package in the last few years was pretty good, and whenever we came here, we were on the good side of our performances.
I just don't believe what he said. Definitely Ferrari is cooking something for Monza. Definitely is going to be a different race for Ferrari. We will just wait and see what's going to happen.
Thank you, Sean. Yes, next one.
And all the people that are traveling to Monza for Ferrari, how much it means for them to actually be here, see us dressed in red, not this weekend because I'm in black this weekend, but however, even to see the mechanics or engineers, the tifosi are so happy, and they are not only supporting the drivers, but obviously they are supporting Ferrari as a whole and every team members. It's a special experience for everybody within the team. So it's a very, very special weekend. It's a tiring week, and that's where it's important to keep your energy for the Sunday. But let's say it's positive energy, and you get a lot of support. And yeah, as I said, from the Monday to the Sunday, it's just a very special week.
Just to mention, Ferrari has changed the livery of their car and the design of the clothes of the drivers and all the team in black and yellow. So this is some kind of a special entering to Monza, like special thing done by Ferrari.
Thank you, Sean. Next one.
Hello, Panos Eitanidis from Antenna TV Greece. A question for all three. Now that we have a calendar with 24 races, how important do you think breaks like the summer break are for the whole team? Both for you, but also, for the common members, the mechanics, and every member of the team to have this time off and have full batteries.
Just in the interest of time, we'll keep it to 2. Nico, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think it's very important, these breaks. It's a demanding schedule, 24 races more than ever. We have triple headers, which are very tough on a lot of the team members that kind of work long hours and are flat out pretty much for 3 weeks. So summer break is important. We have another long break or longer break after Singapore. And personally, I feel this year the schedule is a bit.
Every time I've come, to be honest. There was one time when we were really fighting against Ferrari. I can't remember what year that was, but even then, people were positive. There was never any negativity. I think over the past few years, I've heard Vine Ferrari? How do you say come to Ferrari?
Vieni in Ferrari.
Vieni in Ferrari. Yeah. So I heard that quite a lot, and so it'll be interesting to see how that is this year. But already in Imola, for example, I got a really warm reception, and there was this amazing picture of me, you, and Fred. Did you see it?
As Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. I think that's it for this part 2 press conference of the drivers pre-race press conference. We heard a lot of things, but the most important things are that Ferrari is cooking something new for this race. It's going to be an iconic race for Ferrari. It's Monza, it's Maranello, it's the Tifosi from Italy. It's Ferrari. Definitely, it's not Formula One, it's Ferrari. And also we have a warm welcome for Lewis in this event, because he's going to be a next year from a Ferrari driver, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Tifosi will react to his upcoming now that they know that definitely Lewis is going to be one of them, and then they're going to have they're going to welcome him even more warmer and even be more happier to see him on the stands or when he will salute them or whatever. The interaction with the fans will be absolutely astonishing. For Nico Hülkenberg, I hope he will have a good teammate in the future in Audi because he deserves it, and he's a really, really great guy and also a great, great driver. This is my honest opinion about it. I hope everyone liked it. I hope everyone will. I apologize to everyone for stopping the video here and there, but I had to do that, and hopefully you will like it what we have cooked. And I will see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Don't forget that. Ciao.